Rachel's intellect says, what can I do root-wise to get success at work? I don't know how to deal with my upcoming project. Well, you might need to study, baby. But take you some Solomon seal root. I understand this. You got to do two things, right? Because you are going to need a road opening because you're going to need a little bit of luck. Okay? Take you some Solomon seal root. Solomon seal root is on my site. If you choose to get it from me. Take you some Solomon seal root and dress a white candle with it. You know, I can tell I'm getting old because that right there almost hurt my back. So anyway, dress the candle lightly with Solomon seal root. Just a little bit. Ground up right there. Just a little bit. Teeny bit. Don't TikTok it by just caking it around up there. Pray the 23rd Psalm and light that candle before you study or try to refresh yourself with the requirements of that project. Okay? Also, if you wear a hat, put a little bit of Solomon seal root right in here in the band of the hat. Fold it up and wear
When
it.
M has donated $4.99 and says, what is a good working for a man for confidence and courage? Using catnip.
Who did that? So when M says, what is a good working for a man for confidence and courage using catnip? That's so, listen. My friend, that is so simple. All you got to do, Miss Girl, thank you so much. All you got to do is just bathe in that catnip. Like 3 pinches in some water. So if you don't normally take baths, don't worry about it. Just shower, get clean first. A spiritual bath is not a place to be hitting 2 highs and a low. You want to get clean ahead of time. Once you've done that, fill the tub up. Three pinches or so of catnip in there, and you just soak for a little while. Get up, and that catnip will boost your courage and your confidence. And a man can also carry a John the Conqueror root. Carry that John the Conqueror root. He'll have you talking loud and drawing a crowd. Look, over on YouTube, charismatic vacuuming ASMR, that is a name for it. He said, what about smudging with sage? Smudging with sage, a lot of times is really, really ineffective unless it's a spirit of this land. You have to understand, sage smudging is a Native American practice. And they have certain spirits and entities or certain reasons that they do that. A lot of that has been appropriated by modern day spiritualists because of the way it looks. It looks pretty. It looks spiritual. And so therefore people are doing it more for aesthetic reasons and just assuming it'll work for anything when it doesn't. There are some things out here who will take that sage and be, finger looking good. You are tasty. Lovey Spell says, how do you feel about putting yourself in a honey jar? For what reason? For what reason? Oh, a self-love spell? There's no such thing. I had to invent a self-love spell for y'all. I had to invent one. Because there's no real self-love spell. Simply because that is not a spiritual problem. That's a mental problem. Nah, well, Lord. Let me walk that back. Because that sounded worse than I meant it. It's not. I'm not saying you have a mental problem. I'm just saying that's a first world problem. Nobody was sitting out there in the middle of a cotton field or a sugarcane patch going, I wish there was a working to make me feel better about myself. Life sucked for everybody. We all felt bad. That's a first world problem. I see so many people talking about, what is going on with my self-love? And Lovey, listen, I know you said you've seen it because people will pull stuff. So Lovey over on, and because TikTok is here and TikTok can't see the rest of the questions, so I have to read them for them. So this lady named Lovey Spell over on YouTube says, want to know about a self-love spell, putting yourself in a honey jar. Well, first of all, honey jars are not a thing. We've covered that. I debunked a honey jar for everybody 10 years ago. Okay, because 10 years ago, a white lady invented it. Brought it up, just made it a thing. Okay, no such thing as a honey jar. She made that up. Secondly, doing stuff for self-love. I am sure people have created them because people will create anything that they see a need for. Just because this is the spiritual arena, family, this is a spiritual arena. If y'all don't take anything away from this live stream, understand this, spiritual people lie. Oh boy, do they lie. They lie. Just like anybody else. They're human beings. So sometimes y'all look at somebody dressed all in white with a head wrap on and a whole bunch of beads and go, oh my, you are so holy. These are men and women just like everybody else. And if somebody asks about it long enough, they'll make something up to create an oil for it, a self-love oil, to create a working for it, to sell you a working for it, or for likes, shares, views, and comments. Likes, shares, views, and comments are so much the coin of the realm now that YouTube will even pay if y'all thumb down a video. They'll pay if y'all thumb down a video. But YouTubers have become so soft that they don't even show the thumb down anymore. Only the thumbs up. Because they don't want to hurt anybody. So yeah, no such thing as a self-love. Self-love spell. You just got to go outside and work. You just got to go outside, walk around, meet people. And there's nothing wrong with talking to somebody if you are having a hard time loving yourself. I love me some me for no reason. I love me some me for no reason whatsoever. I wake up like, boy, you woke up handsome yet again. You woke up handsome yet again. There's no working for self-love. Stop believing these folks. Papa J says, what's a good pay me now spell? Any love drawing spell. You could take a green candle. You can take a green candle, okay? Dress it with magnet oil, all right? Write the person's name 3 times on a sheet of paper, wrap it around the candle, and then light it. Or you could simply take a dollar bill, write whoever owes you the money on the dollar bill in pencil, don't deface it, and then set it up under a lodestone. That'll work too. Somebody asked earlier, how do you get rid of monitoring spirits? Well, the thing is, there are no monitoring spirits. I told you, we are doing away with the myths this live stream. Y'all, there's no such thing as monitoring spirits. Oh, sweet baby Jesus and the grown Jesus too. Ain't no such thing as monitoring spirits, family. There's not. I had somebody who was Ruth challenged. Y'all know what I mean. I don't want to hurt nobody's feeling. He was in between roofs. I'll put it that way. In between roofs. Okay? His current domicile had a car note. I'll put it that way. Okay? In between roofs, his current domicile had a car note. Moved around. Took gasoline. That's where he was living. And he was like, I feel like my ex and a mother are like paying somebody to send monitoring spirits after me. I'm like, fam, you sleeping in a car. Ain't nobody watching you. I promise you ain't nobody watching you.